G'day, mate. Welcome. Let's take a little journey together, shall we? No need to rush. Just find a comfy spot and let your mind drift. We're about to float up, ever so gently, into the soft morning sky above a very special place. Below us lies Shangqiu, a city in the heart of China's Henan province. It's a place where stories are etched into the very stones and whispered by the wind that rustles through the ancient trees. From up here, the world slows down. The hustle and bustle fade into a gentle rhythm, a quiet hum. We'll let the currents guide us, like a leaf on the breeze, as we explore its secrets from a bird's eye view. So take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and let's begin our peaceful ascent. As we rise higher, the details of the ground begin to soften. Individual cars become slow-moving specks of color, and the sounds of the city morning melt away, replaced by the serene whisper of the air around us. Look down. You can see the city unfolding like a giant, intricate map. It's a tapestry woven with threads of green parks, gray rooftops, and shimmering blue waterways. The sun is just starting to warm the earth, casting long, gentle shadows that stretch across the landscape. This is Shangqiu waking up, a daily ritual that has been repeated for thousands of years. From this vantage point, we are not just observers. We are guests of the sky, privileged to witness this quiet, unfolding beauty in a moment of pure tranquility. The feeling up here is one of immense peace. The air is cool and clean, and the world below seems both vast and intimate at the same time. As we drift lazily in the upper air, the unique character of Shangqiu becomes remarkably clear. It's a city of two halves, a living testament to the flow of time. Down below, you can see the distinct outlines of the old and the new, resting side by side. To one side there is the ancient city, a near-perfect square defined by its formidable, time-worn walls. It's a place of narrow laneways and traditional courtyard homes, a world preserved. On the other side, the modern city sprawls outwards with wide boulevards, gleaming high-rises and vibrant commercial districts. It's a fascinating contrast, a visual story of a culture that deeply honors its roots while confidently striding into the future. It's not a clash but a blend, a gentle handshake across the centuries. From our serene position, we can trace the lines that separate and connect these two worlds. The ancient moat, still filled with water, acts as a shimmering border reflecting the sky and the old city walls. Just beyond it, the modern infrastructure begins, the wide, tree-lined avenues buzzing with the quiet energy of morning traffic. It's like looking at two different photographs that have been seamlessly stitched together. The old city seems to sleep, dreaming of dynasties past, while the new city awakens with the bright promise of today. This duality is the very essence of Shangqiu's identity, a beautiful and complex personality that we can only truly appreciate from this peaceful, elevated perspective. Let's focus on the newer part for a moment. See the orderly grid of streets, softened by the thousands of trees that line them. They look like green veins, carrying life through the urban landscape. Parks and public squares appear as emerald jewels set amongst the concrete and steel. Even from here you can perceive a sense of order and community. Now let your gaze drift back to the ancient heart. The rooftops there are a sea of grey tiles, weathered by countless seasons of sun and rain. The laneways are so narrow they appear as mere cracks in the earth from our high perch. This is where history lives and breathes. Together they create a complete picture of Shangqiu. Now let's allow the wind to carry us directly over the heart of history, the ancient city of Shangqiu. From up here, its design is breathtakingly clear. It is a perfect square, a geometric marvel that floats on the water of its surrounding moat. This isn't just an old town. It's one of the best preserved ancient walled cities in all of China. The city itself seems to rest upon another, even older city, buried beneath by the flooding of the Yellow River centuries ago. So as we float above these rooftops, we are actually hovering over layers of history. A city built on top of a city, a story of resilience and rebirth that is almost impossible to comprehend from the ground. Look closely at the layout within the walls. The streets form a grid, like a giant chessboard, with the bell and drum tower standing proudly at its central intersection. This was the city's ancient timepiece, its heartbeat ringing out the hours and marking the rhythm of daily life for generations. The laneways, or hutongs, branch off from the main streets, creating an intimate labyrinthine world. You can see the distinctive shapes of courtyard homes, known as siheyuan. These are private sanctuaries with rooms built around a central open space, designed for families to live in harmony with nature and with each other. The city walls themselves are a magnificent sight. They are not just barriers, they are monuments. Made of earth and brick, they have stood guard for over 500 years, protecting the inhabitants within. At each corner, a watchtower stands sentinel, its curved roof a classic feature of traditional Chinese architecture. Imagine the guards who once patrolled these walls, looking out over the same plains that we see today. As we hover, we can almost feel the quietness of this ancient quarter. There are fewer cars here. The primary modes of transport are bicycles and electric scooters, which move like silent insects through the narrow lanes. We can see people strolling, stopping to chat with neighbors, their lives woven into the fabric of this historic place. It's a living museum, but not a sterile one. It is a community that continues to thrive, preserving a way of life that is deeply connected to the architecture and the history surrounding it. Let's drift lower now, just for a moment, and turn our attention to the magnificent structure that guards the southern entrance to the old city. This is the Southern Gate, or Gongchen Gate. From our aerial perspective, it is more than just an entrance. It is a grand statement. The gatehouse itself is a masterpiece of traditional architecture, a multi-tiered tower with elegant sweeping eaves that curve gracefully towards the sky. It sits proudly atop the massive city wall, a stoic guardian that has welcomed and watched over travelers, merchants, and emperors for centuries. Its weathered bricks and tiles are imbued with the stories of all who have passed beneath its arch. Below the gate, the moat widens, creating a tranquil reflective pool that mirrors the sky and the formidable structure above. A stone bridge, an elegant arch of its own, connects the world outside to the city within. From up here, we can see the perfect symmetry of the gate, the bridge, and the road leading into the heart of the old town. It was designed to impress and to protect, a symbol of imperial power and civic pride. Imagine the grand processions that once made their way across this very bridge, with colorful banners flying and the sound of drums echoing across the water. The gate was the city's formal face, the first and last thing visitors would see. This gate is a tangible link to Shangqiu's profound history as one of the ancient capitals of China. This is the land where the Shang dynasty, one of the earliest recorded dynasties, is said to have originated. It was a cradle of Chinese civilization, a place where philosophy, commerce, and culture flourished. The great philosopher Zhuangzi once walked these lands. Even today, the gate is a hub of gentle activity. We can see people crossing the bridge, some pausing to look out over the water, others making their way into the old city for the day. It stands not as a relic, but as a proud and enduring symbol of Shangqiu's resilience and its deep, unwavering connection to the dynasties that shaped its identity. Let's gently ascend again and drift eastward, allowing our view to widen. Below us, a great ribbon of water cuts through the landscape. This is not just any river. It is a section of the Grand Canal of China, the longest and oldest man-made waterway in the world. From our peaceful perch in the sky, it appears as a calm, serpentine artery, flowing steadily through the heart of the region. Its banks are lined with lush greenery, weeping willows and poplars that sway gently in the breeze. The water itself is a murky green, reflecting the sky in soft, distorted patterns. It moves with a slow, ancient grace, a testament to the monumental effort that created it over 1,500 years ago. The canal was an engineering marvel of its time, a vital channel for transporting grain, goods, and imperial decrees between the north and south of China. It was the lifeblood of dynasties, fueling economies and connecting cultures across vast distances. As we follow its path from the air, we can see long, flat-bottomed barges moving at a leisurely pace, their wakes creating gentle, expanding V's on the water's surface. They are the modern-day descendants of the thousands of vessels that have plied these waters for centuries. The presence of the canal has profoundly shaped the landscape and the life around it. You can see how towns and villages cluster along its banks, their existence intrinsically linked to the water. Ancient stone bridges, elegant and weathered, arch over the canal at various points, connecting communities on either side. These bridges are not just functional, they are beautiful works of art, their reflections creating perfect circles in the calm water below. The canal brought more than just goods. It brought prosperity, ideas, and people, creating a unique corridor of culture that we can trace from our vantage point in the sky. Floating here, above this historic waterway, there is a profound sense of connection to the past. The gentle flow of the water seems to carry with it the echoes of history, the shouts of boatmen, the creak of wooden oars, the quiet contemplation of scholars traveling to the capital. The canal is a symbol of persistence, of human ingenuity, and of the deep relationship between people and water. It is a tranquil and powerful reminder that some things, even in our fast-paced world, endure. Its calm, steady journey through the plains of Henan is a soothing sight, a line of continuity drawn across the map of time. Let's guide our silent vessel back towards the city's modern edge and observe the beautiful green spaces woven into its fabric. From above, the parks of Shangqiu appear like lush emerald islands in a sea of urban development. They are the city's lungs, offering a vital breath of fresh air and a sanctuary for both people and nature. Look at that one there, Shangqiu People's Park. It's a wonderful mosaic of winding pathways, serene lakes, and dense clusters of trees. The colors are so vivid from this height. The deep green of the pine trees, the lighter shade of the weeping willows that fringe the water's edge, and the bright splashes of color from flower beds arranged in intricate patterns. As we get a little closer, we can see the park is alive with gentle activity. A small lake at its center is dotted with paddle boats, moving slowly across the water like colorful water beetles. The sunlight glints off the surface, creating a dazzling display of light. People are strolling along the shaded pathways, finding respite from the growing warmth of the day. We can see small groups gathered in pavilions, perhaps playing cards or simply enjoying a quiet conversation. These parks are not just decorative, they are essential social spaces, places where the community comes together to relax, to exercise, and to connect with nature in the heart of the city. Notice the thoughtful design of these green spaces. They often incorporate traditional Chinese garden elements, even in the most modern settings. There are gracefully arching bridges, small, elegant pagodas tucked away amongst the trees, and rockeries that mimic miniature mountain landscapes. This is a reflection of a cultural philosophy that sees humanity and nature as interconnected. A park is not just a collection of plants. It is a carefully composed scene designed to inspire peace, harmony, and contemplation. From our aerial view, we can appreciate the artistry and intention behind every curve of the path and every placement of a tree. These green sanctuaries provide a beautiful and gentle transition between the different parts of the city. They act as soft buffers between bustling commercial streets and quiet residential areas. They follow the courses of small rivers and canals, creating green corridors that allow wildlife to move through the urban environment. As we float above, watching the leaves of 1,000 trees sway in unison, we get a sense of the city breathing. The parks are a testament to a city planning that values the well-being of its citizens, understanding that peace and tranquility are just as important as progress and development. Let's shift our focus now to the arteries of the city, the streets, and the bustling market squares. From our high and peaceful viewpoint, the constant motion of daily life transforms into a mesmerizing silent ballet. The wide boulevards of the new city are filled with cars, buses, and scooters, but from here they flow like a river of colored particles, moving with a surprising grace and order. The traffic lights orchestrate the dance, pausing one stream of movement to allow another to proceed. There is a rhythm to it, a steady pulse that is the heartbeat of modern Shangqiu. It's not chaotic. It's a complex, self-organizing system, a beautiful pattern of human activity. Now let's drift over a more traditional area, perhaps an outdoor market. From above, it's a vibrant patchwork of colorful awnings and umbrellas, packed tightly together. We can't see the individual fruits or vegetables, but we can see the brilliant reds, greens, and yellows of the stalls. We can see the steady stream of people moving through the narrow aisles, their collective movement like a single living organism. This is where the city's energy is most concentrated, a place of commerce and social interaction that has been a cornerstone of Chinese life for millennia. Even without hearing the sounds of bargaining and chatter, we can feel the vibrant, lively atmosphere. Look at the smaller side streets and laneways, especially in the older parts of the city. Here, the rhythm of life is different. The pace is slower, more intimate. We see people on bicycles, gliding effortlessly along. We see pedestrians strolling, stopping to talk to shopkeepers who have set up their wares on the pavement. Children might be playing in a small open courtyard, their game unseen, but their joyful energy palpable. These streets are the capillaries of the city, carrying life to every corner. It's in these quiet, everyday scenes that the true character of a place is revealed. From our serene vantage point, we can observe all these different rhythms simultaneously. The swift flow of the main roads, the energetic buzz of the markets, and the gentle pace of the residential lanes all coexist, creating a rich and complex urban symphony. We are far enough away that the noise and rush are gone, and all that remains is the pure visual poetry of movement. It's a reminder that a city is not just made of buildings and streets, but of the countless individual lives and journeys that unfold within it every single day. We are watching the beautiful, intricate dance of daily life. As our journey nears its end, the sun begins its slow descent towards the horizon. The light changes, transforming from the bright, clear light of midday into the warm, honeyed glow of the late afternoon, the golden hour. This magical light bathes the entire city of Shangqiu in a soft, ethereal radiance. From our aerial perspective, the effect is simply stunning. The rooftops of the old city glow with a fiery intensity, and the glass windows of the modern skyscrapers catch the light, turning into shining beacons that reflect the colors of the setting sun. Long, soft shadows stretch across the parks and plazas, adding depth and drama to the landscape below. This warm light seems to slow everything down even further. The water in the moat and the Grand Canal transforms from green and blue into a sheet of liquid gold, perfectly mirroring the vibrant oranges and pinks of the sky. The gentle movement of the barges and boats creates ripples of light on the surface. The leaves of the trees, especially the willows and poplars, seem to capture the golden rays, glowing from within. It's a time of day when the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and the entire city seems to pause and take a collective peaceful breath. The beauty is profound and deeply calming to the soul. During this magical hour, the connection between the ancient and the modern feels even more harmonious. The warm light unifies the two halves of the city, softening the edges and bathing both brick and steel in the same gentle glow. The ancient city walls seem to absorb the last of the sun's warmth, a final charge of energy before the coolness of night sets in. The modern towers, which can seem imposing during the day, now appear as elegant silhouettes against the spectacular canvas of the sunset. It's as if the city is showing us its most beautiful, peaceful face, a final gift for its aerial visitors. We can see the city lights begin to twinkle on, one by one, like a new set of stars being born on the earth below. The streetlights along the boulevards create long, glowing strings of pearls, and the lights from homes and buildings create warm, inviting clusters. The transition from day to night is a slow, graceful dance of light. Up here in the quiet of the twilight sky, we are privileged to witness this daily spectacle in its entirety. It's a moment of pure, serene beauty, a perfect and peaceful end to our exploration of this remarkable city. And so our gentle journey through the skies of Shangqiu must come to a close. Let's begin our slow, final descent, spiraling gently downwards like a falling leaf. As we get closer to the ground, the details of the city re-emerge. The abstract patterns of streets and rooftops resolve back into individual cars, trees, and buildings. The soft, ambient hum of the city gradually returns, a welcoming sound that draws us back to the earth. We can once again see the faces of people on the streets, each one living their own story within this vast and ancient place. It feels less like an ending and more like a return. As we touch down, let's take a moment to hold on to that feeling of peace and perspective that we found up in the sky. From above, we saw Shangqiu not just as a collection of landmarks, but as a single living entity, a place where history and modernity nature, and humanity all flow together in a beautiful, harmonious dance. We saw the wisdom in its ancient layout, the vitality in its modern growth, and the quiet beauty in the everyday lives of its people. That bird's-eye view gives us a special kind of understanding, a sense of the whole that is often lost when we are walking on the ground. I hope this journey has brought you a sense of calm and wonder. Exploring a place like Shangqiu with its incredible depth of history and its gentle spirit is a true privilege. We have floated over dynasties, witnessed the quiet flow of the Grand Canal, and watched the city breathe through its beautiful green parks. We have seen the sun paint the sky and transform the landscape into something truly magical. These are the moments that stay with us. Quiet memories of beauty that we can return to whenever we need a moment of peace. Thank you for joining me on this aerial exploration. It's been a real pleasure sharing this peaceful flight with you. Shangqiu has shared some of its secrets with us today, and hopefully, it has left a small, peaceful impression on your heart. Until our next journey together, may you carry this sense of calm and perspective with you. Farewell for now, and take care, mate. The world is full of wonders, waiting to be seen from every angle.